All right, guys, we ready to go? We're gonna kick it off with the video, and then it'll be great. Get ready for the scammies, but we have to start with a disclaimer.
Quick disclaimer, for the record, this event is meant purely as entertainment. No shitcoiners were harmed during the preparation of this video presentation. After all, at the end of the day, we're all friends. Just maybe not with each other. And now, live from downtown Las Vegas, the Scammy Awards, with your hosts, Vays and Leo Wald.
Hey everyone, thank you again for coming to the Unconfiscatable Conference, and we are here at the after party. The crowd's amazing. If someone can take a picture from this side, oh, it's awesome. Thank you all for coming. This is going to be an amazing award show. Let's welcome my lovely co-host, Leah Wald.
Oh, hello everybody. Thank you, Tone.
You want to say a few words?
I would. So, I got it. Well, this has been very interesting. I actually was planning on bringing Jimmy Song up very quickly. There are so many, scams in the space. This is very interesting. We're going to be looking at a lot of different things. Jimmy, what are you thinking about right now?
Well, I'm thinking about. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm thinking about who's going to win, but then I'm thinking, there are no winners here today. There are only losers. Losers of reputation, losers of integrity, and most importantly, losers of sanity. We are here to show everybody how much of the sanity that they've lost, how much of their soul that they've lost in presenting these awards for the scammies today.
Everybody, that's Jimmy's song. Thank you.
Don't go too far, Jimmy. Jimmy will read out the first winner. So, for our first category, we have the most Bitcoin clueless no-coiner. Let's see the nominees.
And the nominees are...
The nominees for most clueless Bitcoin no-coiner are Nouriel Rubini, Paul Krugman, Peter Schiff, Warren Buffett,
All right. So you guys saw the nominees. And now we have a little troll table right here. Let's hear what the trolls think.
So, can I say my vote?
You can say your vote and you can say why.
So, I voted Paul Krugman because I'm sure that every no-coiner stuff is said, anything anti-Bitcoin is said, was actually injected on his computer by a hacker without him knowing everything. So, I'm sure it's not his fault. Just somebody hacking his DNS or something. Oh, IP, sorry, hacking his IP.
And the rest of the troll section?
All right, I'm rooting for Paul Krugman. I think he has a degree in economics. He should know what he's talking about. Also, he famously called the internet the same as a fax machine. After you get something wrong like that, you really should be looking for the next new thing, and he's not looking for it. So he's my clueless no-coiner of the year.
All right, guys, can you keep it down? Guys, please keep it down. Please keep it down.
And the third troll?
I mean, it's really simple. Peter Schiff, he has a great first name.
All right, and we're going to bring Jimmy Song back up to read the winner.
And the winner of the most Bitcoin clueless no-coiner is Peter Schiff! To accept this award, Peter Todd will be coming up. Actually, that was just a joke, Peter, but you could say a few words on his behalf.
Well, on his behalf, I'll just say, you guys are all great, and I still don't want your coins.
Thank you, Peter Todd. All right, just I have to do a quick honorary mention. I have to do a shout out to Bitcoin Uncensored, who originally did the scammies back in 2015. All right, so honorable mention. We tried getting the monster troll Junsef to be here, but unfortunately you couldn't make it. Also, please notice the award. It is the Golden Pump.
Actually, just on the note of the Bitcoin Uncensored guys. So they started this 2015, and they made it for 2 years in a row. And for 2 years in a row, Vitalik won the first prize. So I was like, okay, they're gonna make it a third year, right? And the winner, like whoever picks the right winner, also can win something. But then the Bitcoin Uncensored guys, they just split up. So the biggest exit scam was the Scammy Awards, and I'm so glad that you, Tone, brought back the Scammy Awards 5 years later, so I can finally get some closure. Thank you, Tone.
Thank you. This is our beta run, so it's on sheets of paper, but clearly this is an awesome event. And Leah, come on back. And I have a feeling this event's gonna stick around. And we'll actually have the Golden Pump next time. And for our next category, this is the true Golden Pump Award, because this category is the Shitcoin Shill of the Year. The Shitcoin Shill of the Year. Let's see the nominees.
Are
The nominees for the Golden Pump Award for Shitcoin Shill of the Year are Trayvon James and Craig Grant, Omar Bam, Crypto, Jeff Berwick, Ran Nuna, CNBC's crypto trader.
All right, so you guys saw the nominees. Let us, it feels like the audience is really rooting for CNBC's crypto trader, Crypto Man Ran. Let's see what the trolls think.
I'm a contrarian. I still feel very emotionally connected to BitConnect. So I don't think we can get any better to BitConnect. I love BitConnect!
I'm gonna have to agree with Giacomo. BitConnect. It was such a big scam. That guy got on stage. He said, "My wife doesn't agree with this. She said I was gonna lose all the money, but boy was she wrong."
You know, I'm just feeling the love here, and I want to BitConnect with you two.
All right, the trolls want BitConnect. Leah, you want to do the honors?
absolutely. All right, and the Shitcoin Shill of the Year is Trayvon James and Craig Grant.
BitConnect! Oh, wait, hacks! They're hacks now! Awesome.
I'm gonna let you go.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna move right along. I know we have a nice party to hang out in. Our next category is the most clueless Fortune 500 company. Most clueless Fortune 500 company. Let's see the nominees.
The nominees for Most Clueless Blockchain Fortune 500 Company are IBM with Hyperledger, Microsoft with Azure, JP Morgan Chase with BCOE, MoneyGram with Ripple.
All right. Let's get an opinion from the trolls. What are you guys thinking? This was a tough one.
Yeah, this is a very thought one. I mean, I don't think we should be very focused on Bitcoin and crypto scams. Like, give IBM some credit. They are scamming people about blockchain, but also about artificial intelligence and about quantum computing. So they are like 360 degrees scamming. So that's, I mean, give them some credit, guys. IBM!
Every example he gives starts a riot. It makes it impossible for anyone else to talk. But my pick is J.P. Morgan Chase because they're arguing for the elimination of their own business. There's a better money out there, and they're telling you about it. So that's ridiculous to me. That's where I'm going.
So, you know, I've got a soft spot for enterprise blockchain, and a blockchain is, after all, a chain of blocks. But when I look at these ones, the one I can't figure out what the heck are they actually doing is IBM with their, like, Hype Ledger or whatever. Like, it's Hype Ledger. I have no idea what it is. So I'm going IBM. True blue.
You know what? Let's, Giacomo, why don't you come up and open? Now, before you open this, there was a public Twitter vote, and
A public Twitter vote.
MoneyGram and Ripple won the public Twitter vote. So let's see.
So this
Who
is
the
like
winner
a,
is.
like a Democratic Party situation in which we don't know who wins and we have to throw dice. Anyway,
And the winner is
the winner is IBM.
IBM.
Hey, hey, hey.
You got it?
You want me to come back? All right.
So this was actually an upset. So here's how voting went. A third of the vote was public on Twitter. The other third of the vote were you guys, the conference attendees. And the final third of the vote were the speakers. So both the attendees and the speakers voted for IBM. All right, our next category is Best New Scam. Best New Scam. Let's see the nominees.
The nominees for Best New Scam are Atom by Cosmos, Mimble Wimble Privacy Tokens by Beam and Grin, Hex by Richard Hart, Bitcoin SV by Dr. Craig S. Wright. Who on earth comes up with names like Mimble Wimble, I ask you?
All right. All right, let's go to the trolls. Let's start with Peter Todd this time.
Well, you know, I think I was talking to like Lee or someone earlier about this, how if you're going to do a scam, you really want to make sure people can't go find out it's a scam. And the way you do that is by having a name like Hex, which you just can't Google. By far, Hex, smartest.
All right. I'm going to agree with Peter. I'm going to agree with the crowd. I think Hex is the best new scam. It just had everything. It promised returns. It went down 95%. Everyone warned you about it, and still you didn't listen. Scam of the year.
So I'm going to disagree here because yes, X is great, and of course, I mean, I love Richard Hart, but the real scam is producing a scam that you can actually sell and pump inside Bitcoin conferences, scaring people about CoinJoin and promoting scams like Green and Mimblewimble. That's the real scam.
And we've heard from the troll section.
All right.
And they're always right.
And we are going to have Trace Mayer come up and read the winner.
Trace?
Is Hex.
And the winner is Hex for the Golden Pump Award. Oh, I know, but they get the Golden Pump Award for Best New Scam.
Okay.
next category, and then let's go to the nominees.
All right, so the next category is most clueless crypto community. And the nominees?
The nominees for the most clueless crypto community are Ripple. Ripple. Bitcoin Cash. Ethereum. Bitcoin SV.
All right, I see Willie Woo up in the front. Willie, you want to read out the winner? Come on up.
Willie? And the winner is?
And the winner is most clueless crypto community. Oh, yeah, that was a given. I voted for that. Anyone? Ripple!
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
The standard.
XRP. All right, here's a special one. This is the most disliked former Bitcoiner. Most disliked former Bitcoiner for a very special type of award. Let's hear the nominees and the award name.
The nominees for most disliked former Bitcoiner, the Darth Vader Award, are... Hang on a minute, most of us actually like Darth Vader. Yes, he's evil, but wouldn't it be better to go with, say, the Jeffrey Dahmer Award? I mean, no one's going to say, hey, well, I suppose some people write to serial killers in prison and... Okay, never mind. The Darth Vader Award. Roger Ver. Kevin Pham. Brian Armstrong. Vinnie Lingham.
All right. You know what? Since Peter Todd's been in Bitcoin the longest out of everybody here, I think he should read out the winner of this award. Come on up.
Not the winner.
Wait,
not the
opinions.
winner.
Well, we would like to hear from the troll section
Yeah, let's
first.
hear it from the trolls.
Well, okay, we'll start with you, Peter. Peter, you will be reading this, but we would
Yeah.
like to know, what do you think first?
Well, I was once trying to get coffee at a Starbucks with Roger Ver, and he did try to go and sell the person trying to go sell us coffee on Bitcoin, and I just thought, I just want my coffee.
Makes sense. Thank you, Peter Todd. Please enter the stage. And troll number 2.
All right,
Mr.
I'm going to go
Thompson.
with Brian Armstrong on this one. I don't like it when he goes on Twitter, he keeps saying crypto when he means to say Bitcoin. Bitcoin made him a fortune even if he bought Ethereum later. He should just say the word Bitcoin. It's not going to hurt him.
So I refuse to answer because why you are all having fun and smiling and laughing, babies are dying because of on-chain fees. So please.
Segwit's unfairly cheap.
All right, most disliked former Bitcoiner, Roger Ver! Babies are dying.
Fast, cheap, reliable.
All right, we got 3 categories to go. 3 categories to go. All right, here we go. Our next category is most evil Bitcoin company. And there were a lot to choose from, but we had to go with the final 4. Let's see the nominees.
The nominees for most evil Bitcoin company are Coinbase, who are mostly incompetent. Bitcoin.com for promoting fake Bitcoin. Blockchain.info, who still have no SegWit. Bitmain, for attempting to centralize mining with big blocks.
All right. Now, I would love to hear your opinion on this, and there were actually several wrote-in winners. So besides giving your opinion on the final four, who is not on this list that you think should have been in that four?
So about the four, still I really urge you to look at the big picture, because yes, you can be like a shitcoin casino promoting shitcoins, but many exchanges are like that. You can violate people's privacy with KYC and surveillance, but a lot of exchanges do that. You can actually participate to New York agreement attack, but a lot of exchanges and miners did that. But then you can do all these things together at a maximum level, and then you are Coinbase. Like, you cannot go beyond that. Thank you. I think that block by Jeff may be added to this. I mean,
Which one? Oh, Block.
block you, yeah.
Oh, we haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah.
Block, interesting. That's a good choice.
I think they're good nominees. I'm going to go with Bitcoin.com. When you sell people Bitcoin Cash and you say it's Bitcoin, I think that's fraud. I think that's wrong. I think they should stop doing that.
Oh, Thomas, who's not on the list that you would have put there?
I can't think of one, so I'll put Donald Trump for being a bad president.
Oh.
Well, of these four companies, of course, I've wound up using the services of three of them. You know, I've bought coins on Coinbase. Yeah, blockchain, I like their, blockchain.info thing. And, Bitmain, I've probably mined a block or two, But Bitcoin.com is just totally useless. All it is a waste of domain name, so I'm totally going for that. But they're still not as evil as Chainalysis.
Yes. Chainalysis will certainly be on this final list next year. And there was one more that's been suggested several times, and that's BitPay.
And four, I would like to bring up Seyfedin Amus to the stage to declare the winner.
And the winner for most evil Bitcoin company is Bitcoin.com.
Bitcoin.com. Thank you, Safe.
Sure. All right, and our next category is most centralized, decentralized project. And the nominees are?
The nominees for most centralized, decentralized blockchain are... Seriously, does that make sense to you, what I just read? Anyway. EOS with 21 validators. Steemit, which was sold to Tron. IOTA, who just turned it off. And Ripple.
Now, talk about a category. Talk about a category where we had not just hundreds to choose from, but thousands. So let's see what the trolls think.
I mean, if we had this conference 2 weeks ago, I would have some kind of mixed feelings. But right now, I mean, they really literally shut it down. You cannot go.
I don't know. I have the same theory with Oscar voting. When one person starts winning all the votes, I go with them. I think the Titanic of the day is Ripple. I think Ripple's going to win.
All right, I'm going to go and call in write-in votes. Because all these other ones, who really cares? But really, let's face it, Liquid is centralized.
And we would like to bring up troll number 2, Sir Thomas Hines, to read off the winner.
All right, and the winner for most centralized, decentralized project is
Ripple!
Ripple!
We all knew it would be Ripple.
All right. I gotta go with Giacomo on this. I voted for IOTA. Imagine, you have in the same week, a decentralized project sells itself, a decentralized project turns off voluntarily, and Ripple still wins in a landslide.
Don't. Yeah, so guys, this voting, this poll was useless. If you do a poll with XRP, XRP will win for votes automatically. You cannot vote stuff with XRP.
XRP, the standard of centralization.
We may have to, next year, this may have to be the Ripple Award for the most centralized, decentralized project. All right, we got 2 categories left. These are the big ones, the big final 2. This one also had many to choose from, but let's see the nominees for the Lifetime Scammer Achievement Award.
The nominees for Lifetime Scammer Achievement Award are Jed McCaleb, Mt. Gox, Ripple's XRP, Stellar. Dan Larimer, ProShares, BitShares, Steam, EOS. John McAfee, what a scary individual. Dr. Craig S. Wright, plagiarized research and Bitcoin SV.
All right. So, since it's been a long lifetime, I say we let one of the oldest people here read this award. Ugly, you want to come up and present the Lifetime Scammer Achievement Award?
Ugly.
I don't have my glasses. You might have to help me.
I got you here.
All right. Lifetime Scammer. Advanced Dr. Craig Wright!
Yeah! Oh, the trolls, what do you think of the Lifetime?
So, what? Yeah, no, so, okay. Dan Larimer.
We're getting your opinion after the fact, so let's see. Go ahead.
We demand a recount. Dan, this guy here, Jed McCaleb, not only does he make Mt. Gox that takes all your Bitcoins, then he makes Ripple, he takes all your Bitcoins, then he makes Stellar, he takes all your Bitcoins again.
No.
This guy did it 3 times.
Guys, so, 3 times for Jed McCaleb, 4 scams in a row for Danny Larimer, but the gentleman John McAfee did the coin of the day. That means 365 scams in 1 year.
It's very simple. I'm Craig Wright.
Well, the good news is you can only get 1 Lifetime Scammer Achievement Award, and I think all these gentlemen will be back in the running next year. All right, and our final award of the evening.
The final award of the evening is Scammer of the Year. And let's see the nominees.
The nominees for Scammer of the Year are Justin Sun with Tron, Dr. Craig S. Wright with BSV, Richard Hart with Hex, Brad Garlinghouse with XRP,
Let's hear from the trolls. This is a tough one, guys.
Yeah, this
Well,
is a tough one.
Very
You
tough.
know, I love to vote for Ripple. I'm drawn to that guy. I'm drawn right to him. But there's only 1 year. There's only 365 days, like Giacomo said. And Hex was a scam every single one of those days. I'm going with Richard Hart and Hex.
I mean, I gotta admit, Hex is all well and good, but Tron also pulled off the ungoogleable name thing, so it's runner up there.
So we all know that XRP will win anyway because it's a poll, but yes, standard. And as a troll, I should maximize butthurt in Ethereum people, so I should say Tron. But actually, my interaction with Richard make him unforgettable to me. So Richard Hart, Hex.
All right.
And our host of the evening, Tone Vays, and of the conference, is going to read the final.
And for the final award of the evening, the Scammer of the Year award goes to Dr. Craig S. Wright.
What an incredible streak he's got. Scammer of the Year, Lifetime Scammer.
Yeah, he's got two. He got two. Dr. Craig S. Wright got 2 awards, and Ripple got a few. All right, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the Scammies. We have just a few announcements, and then we'll let you guys hang out. Thank you so much for coming to Unconfiscatable. This was a great event. Hope you guys enjoyed the after party. I want to give a huge shout out to those that helped me put it together. Mike, you want to say a few words?
I asked the core developer about how we can make this better. And he said to me, you should find some fucking people to help you. And I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. And that's what we're gonna do next year. So anybody who wants to help next year, it's not just gonna be like 3 people running the entire thing like this. We'll be like a real organization. So that's what we're doing. But thank you for coming. This is a lot of fun. I hope the food is good. I hope the drinks are good. We're winging it. 99% of shit that comes in is like, oh, we want to sponsor Unconfiscatable. Tone's like, no fucking way. So our sponsor list is down to like 4 people that were there today, or 5 people. So just to let you know, like, we're surviving off ticket sales. And it's a passion project. It's a project of love. We don't make our money off of doing this. We do it for fun. But we hope you're having fun, and that's the most important thing.
Thank you, Mike. All right, everybody, continue clapping, please. Thank you. Everybody, let's just do a huge shout out to Tone for making this all happen, for pulling us all here. Tone.
Thank you, guys. Hey, we want to do one last thing. I want to bring up Vesa from Art by Vesa, who, with his inspiration, painted this piece for us here at the conference. We were playing the video on the TVs for his inspiration for this piece. I'll let him say a few words, and then we're going to go ahead and auction off one of the 3 originals with all the speaker signatures on it. Or I think it's all or most of the speaker signatures. And Vesa, take it away.
Thanks, Tone. So basically, I sweated like a motherfucker in order to get all the substance so that it would be Tone and Unconfiscatable worthy. And what I came up with here is that I had to go back to the very, very beginning and the source of what was my initial wake up to the biggest scam of all, which would be the central banking system and the fiat currencies. So, the original gangster that woke me the fuck up was the movie Fight Club. So Fight Club is the original Bitcoin movie, and that is, so the bank, the Vegas, the good words, the punk rock of Bitcoin is all in this piece, and there's a 13-minute film about it. The price of it is tied to Bitcoin normally, and we're about to auction it off, and this is rare shit that will go up in value, maybe. I'm not gonna promise it. So that's it. Tone, thank you for everything. This has been a fucking amazing event. So thanks for everything and your support, and I'm so glad to be a part
Awesome.
of this.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
And you did a good job not breaking the Howie test right there, since we have some lawyers in the audience.
Guys, can we give it up for Vesa?
All right. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and auction this off. So this is one of 3 originals. The retail value that they're going for is 1 Bitcoin, but we already have an opening bid. Bidding starts at 0.2 Bitcoin. 0.2 Bitcoin. Do I hear 0.3? 0.3? He said it first. 0.3 right there. Do I hear 0.4? 0.4. 0.4 from Ugly. 0.5. Anybody 0.5? 0.5. We got 0.5. Anybody else? 0.5. Half a Bitcoin. 0.5. 0.5. Do I hear 0.6? Do I hear 0.6 Bitcoins? 0.6. 0.6. Who are you? 0.6. 0.7. Do we hear 0.7? 0.7. 0.6. Willy Woo, 0.6. 0.6 Bitcoins from Willy Woo. Do I hear 0.7? Trace, where's Trace? Do I hear 0.7? All right, 0.6, 0.6. Anybody 0.7? 0.7. Do I hear 0.7? People are doing 6.5. All right, we got 0.6.5. 0.65. 0.65. Do I hear 0.7? Oh, you didn't bid. So we're still at 0.6. 0.6 Bitcoin. 0.6 Bitcoin going once. 0.6 Bitcoin going twice. Sold. Willy Woo, 0.6 Bitcoin. Awesome.
You trolls.
Willie, come on up. Hey guys, and we have one last announcement. This is the Bitcoin Standard bearer staff. I'm not sure where Ugly went. Ugly, one last thing. Wait, where's the Tyler Jenks one? The white one. Oh, I put it down. Anyway, we'll pretend this is it. No, the other one, the white one. You got it?
I got it. No, not the one with the white. The one with the white right.
Here it is. Last year.
Oh, okay. We each got one.
Last year, Ugly Old Goat came up with the concept of Bitcoin standard bearer. Last year's winner was Saifedean. And I'll let Ugly take it from here.
Okay.
It's on.
Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm taking this off. All right. You guys really need to hear this. You know what? Tyler and I came from two different ends of the street. But when we met, we really hit it off. And
You got your exercise.
whoa, how's that? Is that better? Okay, Tyler and I came from two different sides of town, okay? I don't know if you can, I guess they call it railroad tracks, okay? And I grew up not in the conventional sense, but in a very radical sense of in the time. He was very conventional. But when we talked, we could talk like we knew each other. We would have never gotten along when we were 20 years old, but when we were 65 and 70, no problem, okay? And so life does bring you meaning. So all I want to say is that when he saw this, he said, "Oh, Ugly, I'm so glad you did this, because Bitcoin needs to have traditions." And that's what this is about. This is about a Bitcoin tradition. You know what? Tyler doesn't care about, he really doesn't. I know where he came from, man. I don't expect a whole lot of people to understand it, but I know it. And you know what the most important thing to him was? He reconciled with his wife of a very long time. And that, more than Bitcoin, as much as he was inspired in Bitcoin, he was more inspired and happy about that reunion than anything else. My view of this Bitcoin standard bearer is it's not for us, but it's for those like Tyler Jenks that have really contributed. I want this to become kind of not just a sought-after prize and honor, but we also want it to have a stipend. So when they get it, you know, they're getting monetary compensation. And you know what? It's not important this year, but maybe the next. It took, I think, 3 or 4. I remember the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm from Kansas City, and they lost a couple Super Bowls before they won one, and the Jets won before they ever did. Kansas City's big in the news right now. I used to be a big fan. I'm not anymore because I'm a Bitcoin fan. Anyway, so I got off track. I will get back on. Tyler, this is, he recognized that this needs to be done, a Bitcoin standard. We also need to recognize our developers. I don't know this back end, but that's the next thing I'm working on, is I need to get a shield, because these developers who didn't come into Bitcoin until it was at 10,000 or more, they're working their butts off protecting our asses, and we need to appreciate that. And then you talked about a sword. What can you tell me about the sword?
Yeah, we will. We'll do something similar for the understanding Bitcoin and maybe for the financial summits one day. But this year's honorary Bitcoin standard bearer for the year is none other than the late Tyler Jenks.
Amen.
And we would love to award this staff to his partner that were 2 weeks away from launching their hedge fund, Lucid Investments. Leah Wald, please accept this on Tyler's behalf and maybe say a few words.
Oh, that's going to be tough. got me, I admit. Ugly old goat, sir, Mr. Goat. So first of all, thank you so much for doing this. Safe won the first year. Thank you so much for doing this in honor of Tyler. He used to read your articles all the time, and when I was able to connect you guys for the first time and Ugly was supposed to come on our show, we were probably 3 hours late because I could not get these gentlemen to stop talking enough to go live. They really did hit it off as kindred spirits, but to say, I knew Tyler for 20 years of my life. Really a second father, and to be honest, everybody here and this staff and being part of this community, there was no greater gift to Tyler than really being part of this community and being embraced. So, thank you.
I had an idea, but then he encouraged me. Without his encouragement, I would not have done it this year.
Thank you.
I don't have anyone to choose but Tyler, because he was the one that said, I'm so glad you did this, Ugly. We need to make this an institution. Hey, guys, I don't want to hold this. I don't know how we pass it off. I'm trying to get out of it, okay? Because this is a fundraiser for Bitcoin standard bearers and Bitcoin standard shields, those guys that protect our Bitcoin. And we also want to get a Bitcoin standard sword, you know, so we want to reward these trolls. They're not going to get any money, but we'll give them a sword without any stipend.
All right, everybody, thank you so much. And safe. And I'm not trying to shill my book, but with, so Socrates Tyler, the former Tyler, and it comes out in a month. And by the way, you will probably not be surprised to know that the author bio we picked for Tyler on the back is the one by Daisy of him holding Saifedean's Bitcoin standard bearer staff. So this is perfect. Thanks. And Safe. Safe started it all.
That's erotic.
Yes. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's really tough for me to put words on this. Thank you guys so much. It really means a lot. I remember how much Tyler liked my book, and I was pretty saddened when I heard that he passed. I learned a lot from him during last year. And it says a lot that he wanted to do this as a legacy thing that lasts every year and that it continues. And I hope we keep this as a tradition, and every year we hand out a new gong. So thank you for this.
Saifedean, give me that mic. Saifedean gave us the foundation. He gave us a really solid foundation, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, let's take a picture.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for sticking around. I would love to see everybody back next year, and also check out our other events, Understanding Bitcoin in Malta and the Financial Summit coming up in the Dominican Republic, and then later in the year in Bali. Thank you, guys. Have fun. We have this place for a while. And those that are playing poker tomorrow, good luck. I'll be there with you. Thank you, everyone. Also, thank you to the volunteers, Patrick, Zazo, Daisy with the photography. Thank you so much, guys. Anna, thank you, everyone.